At this point, everybody's talking about how the FBI completely tore through David's parent house like a hurricane looking for him. And this whole thing just keeps getting darker, crazier, and more mysterious by the hour. From the moment people found out that David allegedly took Celeste's life, nothing has been normal. It's like something snapped in the air. The whole city got quiet. The internet went into chaos. And suddenly David, who once was that smiling kid in every picture, just vanished into thin air. Now, we're at the point where the feds are treating him like a ghost, a dangerous one. And they didn't just knock on his parents' door. They destroyed the house from top to bottom, looking for any sign, any trace, any clue that could lead them to him. But they found nothing. No David, no trace, no evidence of where he's been. And that silence is what's haunting everybody right now. Because when the feds start tearing up houses, it means they've already lost patience. It means they think somebody's hiding something. People close to the case say David was supposed to show up in court after what happened to Celeste. And when he didn't, that's when the alarm bells went off. The prosecutors thought maybe he was sick. Maybe there was some kind of misunderstanding. But by the second day, when he didn't pick up his phone, didn't answer his lawyer, didn't even contact his friends, that's when it got real. They said even his closest people had no idea where he went. Not one call, not one text, nothing. Like he vanished off the face of the earth. But the streets don't stay quiet for long, and soon rumors started spreading. People saying they saw him hitchhiking near the highway, others claiming he crossed state lines, and a few saying he might have even fled the country. Nobody knew what to believe, but one thing was certain. The FBI wasn't taking any chances. Please do not forget to like this video, share and subscribe to this channel if you want more updates like this. Thank you. Now, let's get back into the video. So early in the morning, they hit his parent house. And when I say they hit it, I mean they hit it hard. They pulled up in black SUVs, surrounded the place like it was a war zone. Helicopters flying overhead, agents with battering rams, shouting commands, breaking down the door, flipping furniture, tearing through closets, breaking walls. They left no inch untouched. Neighbors said it looked like something out of a movie, like the kind of raid you only see when they're chasing a top fugitive. But this wasn't about drugs or weapons. This was about a missing man who might have taken someone's life and disappeared into nothing. And when the feds searched every corner and still didn't find David, that's when the panic started creeping in. His parents were standing outside, crying, confused and scared. You could see the shock on their faces. They didn't even seem to understand what was happening. One moment they're praying their son comes home. The next their home is being ripped apart by federal agents. But that's the thing. When someone's wanted and the feds can't find them, they go through everyone close to him. Parents, cousins, best friends. Nobody's off limits. They look at phone records, social media, even bank withdrawals. And yet, still no David. What's crazy is that before this whole mess started, David was living what looked like a calm, happy life. People said he and Celeste were inseparable, always together, always posting sweet pictures, always giving perfect couple vibes. But behind the scenes, something must have been boiling. Some say jealousy, others say betrayal, and a few say there was something darker, maybe secrets that nobody was supposed to know. And then one night, everything changed. The story goes that something went down between them, an argument that spiraled way too far, and by morning, Celeste was gone. It shocked everyone who knew them because nobody could believe David would ever do something like that. But when the police showed up and couldn't find him, all those doubts turned into fear. Since then, it's been like chasing a ghost. The FBI released his picture, his last known movements, even offer a reward for information. But the craziest part? Not a single confirmed sighting. It's like he just disappeared. That's why when the agents raided his parents' place, they weren't just looking for him. They were looking for answers. They believed maybe he'd come back home, or maybe his family knew something they weren't saying. But after hours of destruction, interrogations, and searching, they left empty-handed. And now, David is officially listed as on the run. That's a legal term, which means the system sees him as a fugitive, a man who's evading justice. But here's where it gets deeper. People on social media started piecing together weird details about David's last few days before he vanished. His phone last pinged near a lake outside the city. His car was found abandoned miles away, keys still inside. His social media accounts were wiped, every post, every story, gone. Almost like he wanted to erase himself from existence. Some say he planned this. Some say he had help. And others think maybe he didn't run at all. Maybe something happened to him, too. Because even though he's the main suspect, nobody can deny that his disappearance feels strange. Celeste's family is heartbroken and furious. They say David needs to face justice, that he can't hide forever. But deep down, even they seem unsure. There are whispers that David left behind letters, maybe notes explaining what happened. But the feds haven't confirmed anything. And until they do, all anyone has are theories. One thing's for sure, this case has taken a turn nobody saw coming. The FBI's raid didn't just destroy a house. It destroyed any remaining hope that David might come forward willingly. When you push a man into a corner, sometimes he does the unthinkable. And if David's watching all this from wherever he is, he knows there's no turning back. Every major network's talking about him. His face is on the news, on billboards, on every phone screen. It's one of those situations where the longer he stays gone, the more dangerous it gets for him. Because now it's not just about Celeste, it's about federal evasion, obstruction, and flight. Once you cross that line, there's no more hiding behind silence. The public's divided. Some think David's guilty beyond question. Others swear he's being framed. Some people say Celeste's death wasn't what it looked like, that maybe there were other people involved, and David's disappearance is just part of a bigger cover-up. It sounds wild, but when people can't get answers, conspiracy theories start to sound like truth. That's how messy this whole thing has become. The line between facts and rumors is completely blurred. Meanwhile, David's parents are left with nothing but wreckage. Their homes torn apart, their sons missing, and their names all over the news. Some neighbors have even turned against them, calling them liars or accomplices, while others say they're victims too, parents who love their child and lost him to something they can't even explain. They've been questioned repeatedly, followed by reporters, and haunted by what people are saying online. But still, they keep repeating the same thing. They haven't heard from David. Not a word. And that's what makes this whole story so haunting. Because even if David did what they say he did, there's still a human part of you that wonders, where is he?